Where do you think we're gonna get stuck? Is my question.
Welcome back to Sonic 06. If you can't really tell, I am sick, but we're doing this anyways, and that.
Andrew and I were just talking about the different arcs in Dragon Ball, how One Piece is a better show than Dragon Ball.
It depends on who you ask.
Oh, it's
You know what I mean? Like some people like will fight tooth and nail for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Others will fight tooth and nail for One Piece. Personally, I like One Piece a lot more. Nothing against Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. It's just like One Piece, like I said, and I was talking to you before, like we started recording, John. One Piece just gets better each arc. It just builds on itself. From what I've seen, and I've seen up to about like 600 episodes of just the anime, and I've read a bit of the manga, and like I pretty much know the canon pretty well. For the most part, it just gets better. Whereas like Dragon Ball Z, like I was saying, is like you get kind of diminishing returns with seasons in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball, the original, was, like, in my opinion, a lot better than Dragon Ball Z. Just I like it a lot more because it's just an adventure and it's a lot more solid in its storytelling. But more than that, I'd say like with Dragon Ball the original, I just like how it stays very grounded. It stays like on Earth. It's where it is. Goku's growing up. He's coming of age. He's learning abilities. He's getting stronger. I think you have to jump on that thing, Andrew, like John did in the earlier parts.
Andrew really has to look up the guy.
So
I didn't prep this. It's just it. I forgot to prep it this time.
for everyone at home, Andrew preps the guide before every episode.
Every
Gets ready. He's like, I know I'm not gonna be able to do this, so I better have someone else do this for me, and I'll just kind of like run through the paces.
I forget every time.
Yeah, so like you get to Dragon Ball Z, or rather like about Dragon Ball original. The biggest reason I like that so much is more because again it stays kind of grounded. It's a good coming of age story, and it really like fleshes out Goku. Whereas like Dragon Ball Z like just starts to focus on bigger and bigger fights. It's this kind of issue of what you might call, like a lot of times people will call like the power creep problem, if you've ever heard of power creep. And that's really what happens in Dragon Ball Z more than it does Dragon Ball. Like Dragon Ball has somewhat of a power creep, though. We think is like it doesn't get so exponentially powerful that like this is like ridiculous. It's just Dragon Ball Z is a lot more of a power creep. Goku goes from being like, oh, we can fight off alien invaders to I can fight off alien gods, literally god. It really like changes the name of the game.
Rouge
you already got there.
So Dragon Ball succumbs to power creep pretty easily.
Oh yeah. And see, this is the thing, Joe. So in the West, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are two different things. Just like, I'm not quite sure. I think Naruto and Naruto Shippuden are different. The mangas. The manga is only Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z was like created in the West to differentiate Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So like, if you read the manga, you wouldn't see like Dragon Ball Z. You just see the next Dragon Ball, and that's when Goku's now an adult, and now Dragon Ball Z starts. Goku's like brother, who's like also a Saiyan, comes to Earth and then like tells Goku, you're not actually human. You're actually part of this race called the Saiyans. Then our homeworld was destroyed by this guy named Frieza. And, you know, and it's like now we're still kind of going around the galaxy destroying planets, like single-handedly. That's what the Saiyans did. Think of it as like Spartans, but like bad, but then Spartans were bad too. Where it's like it starts out the Saiyan arc where like, oh, these invaders invade Earth, they're gonna destroy Earth. Goku fights them off. Then it comes, now we have to fight Frieza, who destroyed a whole planet, who destroyed the Saiyan homeworld. Now we're gonna go find Frieza. Oh, Frieza's practically like an alien god. Now we're gonna fight him. Power creep goes up even more. The numbers go from like the thousands to like millions, like the power levels. You always have the meme like it's over 9,000. In the actual show, it's over 8,000. He never actually says 9,000.
Where does the 9,000 clip come from?
He said.
I think there was an English translation that like had 9,000 as opposed to 8,000.
Oh,
the original was 8,000.
So in the non-English dub, it's 8,000.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, you're on the train.
I'm about to have a breakdown at some point. By the way.
Yeah, I am too. But anyways,
I know what's coming after this level.
Oh gosh,
I'm not happy about it.
So John, what were you asking me about? Like you were asking me about something I think about Dragon Ball.
So if Dragon Ball like succumbs to that power creep problem, how does like One Piece avoid it? Because
the reason why
really easy to fall into that, you know.
A lot of, and this is the thing, a lot of shonens do fall into power creep. Like like Naruto is a great example of like power creep, just like Dragon Ball. Like a lot of times people like would say, how does Naruto follow the power creep? It's like very similar to how Dragon Ball follows the power creep. I mean, it's this idea of like upping the stakes of your antagonists repeatedly, so the antagonists become like more and more like godly.
That's a big door you missed.
As opposed
No,
to
I know,
like
but I wanted to know if I could
compelling.
climb the ladder,
No.
which I cannot.
you cannot. You know, like so antagonists become rather just like super powerful, as opposed to like compelling. So rather than your antagonist being like, oh, it's like I have like motivations or goals that are very interesting or better or even more like well thought out than like the last antagonist, it's more like, oh, I'm just way stronger and I'm like just another tier up. And then you just keep repeating this process. And eventually your antagonist just becomes the guy where I'm so godly powerful, I don't like follow the rules of other human beings and I just want to fight people. Because, like, it's my nature to fight people. And the problem is, like, well, that's not really a goal. It's not, like, compelling like some villains. You know what I mean? Like, what makes really a villain compelling, you would ask? It's, like, often it's not really so much like, oh, the villain has to be, like, super powerful. It might be, like, more like, why is the villain doing what they're doing? Why, like, how do they rationalize their decision-making? Like, what makes them so compelling? You know what I mean? Do they have interesting abilities and powers that make them... Maybe they're, like, those types of villains who are, like, they're not, like, super powerful, but they have this like weird abilities and moves that allow them to like do some really like interesting things that you wouldn't expect.
So like the hero may be super strong, but to avoid a power creep,
the best way to describe it,
the
it's
villain
like
isn't strong. They might like outsmart them. And
like
have
Eggman,
a
take.
different ability.
Yeah, it's like or take like someone who's like a mastermind. He's someone who's like not as powerful as the superhero. That's gonna kill you so many times.
There's nothing to do there.
I could
What
like
is the point?
I could so
If that's
feel that's
just
gonna
gonna
like
kill you, then what is the point? just
to
what is
suffer.
it?
Yeah, now you're avoiding the enemies, huh?
Because I'm not gonna waste my time if it's just like, oh, you're gonna fucking get to this part where it's so clear you're supposed to take these fucking trampolines and move up here, but no matter what you do, you're too short or too far.
Anyone knows he like smacks his head in the thing and flips mid.
Yeah, that's what it does every time. Every time.
I wonder if like you just have to
self-fulfilling.
like move yourself to the next thing rather than like, boosting forward.
and that puts me over.
No, I'm thinking like because you're trying to boost forward.
That's all you can do because you fall short if you don't.
Yeah.
I will
You can't-
not boost this
You can't
time.
move midair.
No. Watch this shit, alright? Of course, then shift. Alright?
Okay,
Move.
yeah.
Move. That was me pushing the control stick.
Yeah, and you're up
Holy
like
shit.
that.
There's nothing to do there. There's literally... If I game over, whatever, as long as I learn, because as far as I'm concerned, that is physically impossible. Alright? If I could go this way, and it's gonna shift like right... Oh, yep, well, yeah, alright, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, sure. No, that's fair. That makes sense. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Oh, we'll give it to you, Andrew. Before you only have one life left. You know.
move, you know.
I'm gonna.
You know.
I'm gonna.
You
It's
know,
gonna happen.
oh.
How many times did I game over on this level?
I think once.
No, I think you had some trouble, John. I remember.
I remember game overing several times because it also involved the next part, which was the speed level, the Sonic running super speed.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to obviously
With the
game over, but I really
train.
don't want to because I literally don't know how to. I literally glitched my way to victory on that one. I literally don't know what to do. I thought
That would be like horrific if you just fell off getting hit by that.
it wouldn't be horrific. It would be
Just keep
expected.
going straight.
What is this? What?
Just
Cool,
just
it's
keep
the
going
lag
straight.
box that when you kick it, the game lags. Good design. I'm like out of it today.
Yeah.
But I'm also especially like fuck this.
This isn't like even just like
Yeah, you gotta hit the
bad. This is just like
You gotta hit the button.
That
think I'm
box
done.
just makes you
You
lag.
gotta
There's
hit the
nothing.
button and beat
I
up the
know.
train. You didn't stop him fast enough. That's a game over.
Is it?
game
Is it?
over.
Cool. I hate this game.
Yeah, so power creep. It's the problem of, again, just throwing bigger villains at, like, the heroes, the protagonists, that don't really have better goals, motivations, or ambitions. And a lot of times it even comes to the issue of they just have worse goals or ambition, where they don't really have anything that's really driving them. They're just kind of being bad because they're being bad, you know what I mean? They're meant to be the bad guys, you know? And that's like that becomes kind of the problem. And so like with Dragon Ball, they got exponentially stronger, but in for me anyways, in like ways that made no sense. Because this is my biggest problem with the Android arc. I'll set it up for you. So they go to Namek, the planet of Piccolo, like where Piccolo comes from. You know Piccolo, the green alien dude?
Yeah, the flute.
He comes from a planet called Namek. Now, Frieza, the guy who destroyed the Saiyan homeworld, who's pretty much like a space racist, who he's like, I'm a superior being to other aliens, I'm gonna destroy all their worlds. So Frieza wants the Dragon Balls on Namek to get his own wish, to become immortal, to become like even more powerful than he is.
Is there a set of Dragon Balls on each planet?
There are Dragon Balls on Namek because the dragon that was created in Dragon Ball Z was created by Kami, and Kami was a Namekian. And so on Namek, they're like these giant Dragon Balls that grant you 3 wishes, not 1. Because they're like stronger Dragon Balls.
So you're saying the godlike dragon that can manipulate reality and do anything
Was created by Kami, yeah.
was created by a guy in his lab.
No, Kami is like... The best way of describing Kami is he's not really even like a scientist. Again, he's like an alien that came from another world that lives up in this like cloud palace above like Earth. So there's like one area, I forgot his name, it's like a cat dude with like a staff. And he lives like on this like pillar.
Beerus, right?
In Dragon Ball Z. I
Beerus,
think
right?
so. He's a guy who he's a cat dude, he has a staff.
He's purple, right?
No.
Oh, then I don't
No.
know.
But like again,
Character.
it's pretty much, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's like, again, he's a cat with a staff. And he lives above like, on this pillar above like Earth. And Goku goes up there to get like some special water that's gonna like that strengthens him, that gives him like a power up to defeat Mercenary Tao in Dragon Ball the original. Above that, there's essentially Kami's palace. That's where like you know the character that a lot of times in Dragon Ball is often like associated with blackface. You probably know the character.
I know what you're talking about. I think.
But like essentially, there's a character at Kami's palace like that too. That was pretty much his vizier. Pretty much, who's the guy who actually teaches Goku in Dragon Ball?
Fuck! Master Roshi, was it?
No, not
I've
Master
never
Roshi.
seen it. I just know the pop.
Mr. Popo, that's his name. Mr. Popo is the one who actually teaches Goku in the original Dragon Ball.
Is that the turtle?
No, that's the guy with a lot of times is accused at blackface.
Dude, I don't know.
More than anything. Oh, you actually made it? I thought you died.
I died. I didn't die in the game, but I died for real.
Anyways, to get out of a diatribe, essentially, they fight Frieza, who's pretty much like a space god, practically. He's like one of the strongest beings in the galaxy. He puts up a finger, and shoots a little beam out, and just destroys your planet if he wants to. That's how powerful he is. That's when Goku also becomes Super Saiyan for the first time. Pretty much, like, that's Frieza. He's like practically a god. And in the Android arc, it's like, oh, I created these androids on Earth. I'm an Earth scientist, for instance. This guy from the Red Ribbon Army from Dragon Ball, the original, created these androids after observing some of the Dragon Ball fighters on Earth when they were fighting. So pretty much he observes them and creates these androids. And suppose these androids are, like, way stronger than this space god. And, like, somehow, like, even Super Saiyan, because Vegeta eventually gets the Super Saiyan 2, can't even defeat these, like, androids. And then you have Cell, who's even stronger. And the problem also I'd say with Cell too is like Cell doesn't really have any goals too. He's literally just, I want to be.
You go.
Yep. Yep.
You just go.
Yep.
I thought you were just about to fall off the cliff there. You're on a motorcycle now.
Yep.
It still controls like
Oh yes, it does. Oh yeah. No, actually, it controls worse.
It
This
moves
is the worst
in
one
the
so
air.
far. This is the worst one so far.
Oh my god. All right, see you
Yes, he's
later.
running
No,
it.
fuck it. I would rather run it. That controls like shit. That controls.
It's still going. It
Yeah.
fell off.
Oh yes, it is.
Andrew, could you please zoom in on that when it was like
When it happens, oh,
Yes.
you know it.
You're like the
Oh
split
my
second before it
gosh.
falls off. There it
Hey,
is.
there it is.
Fuck it.
I heard that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure doesn't actually have a power.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. You know why? Because this is how you get out of power creep. Going in the way of the power creep. You set up conflicts or situations that don't involve exponential power growth. Where like pretty much you just have to keep throwing like stronger and stronger adversaries at your heroes until like practically you've gotten to the level of gods. When you started out with practically just normal, magically powered human beings. Now you have gods by the end. And that's the problem with power creep, where it's like, why are we here now, you ask? Like, you look at the beginning of the show, episode 1, you're like, this is like the expectations. This is what you set up in the beginning. And you look at the last episode, of the last episodes, and you're like, why are we fighting gods now? You know, like, why are we just fighting, like, big, strong god dudes who are just like, I wanted to destroy the world because potatoes. Whereas like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this is how it is. In the beginning of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, everything was kind of based around hormone. Think of it as like chi. It's like breathing. Yeah, it's like if you breathe correctly.
Died?
You didn't get up to the train.
Oh, I have to use the fucking goddamn bullshit ass fucking stupid damn motorcycle.
Good luck.
Oh, this controls like shit. I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. Fuck it. I don't care.
There's another bike up
I don't
there.
care. Fuck it.
You have to go get the other bike.
Fuck it. When I get to that point, I'll use it, but I'm not using it right now. It controls like shit. It's the worst controlling thing in this entire game so far. It's this game, so that says something, and I really mean it.
Oh boy. But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
I'll take that.
the best way of describing it, John anyways, is that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is completely based around stands that are pretty much each person has their own unique stand. Yeah, except the first part. But everyone has their own unique stand, and their stand does like one thing really, really well. And the reason why this gets out of power creep is like this doesn't give like the heroes more like health or like base stats. It just gives them an interesting ability, and then from there, the interesting part comes: how do like we deal with problems throughout the show with our unique powers. So let's say like someone has this like unique power to like manipulate spaghetti. The reason why it gets out of power creep is because like it's not like this power ever gets stronger or weaker. It's just that's your ability. That's what you can do. You just have to figure out how to deal with problems with your given power, or like the team deals with problems. The power creep isn't focused on increasing like magnitudes. It's more focused on like urgency and tension, where it's like, oh no, this guy has a power that's like very like ludicrous power. How do we deal with this?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Please tell me you guys just saw that.
The train went by?
The motorcycle.
Were you on the motorcycle?
No, I was not. But the motorcycle just went by.
Can you get an instant replay on that?
See that shit though? That's fucking
Holy
insane.
Shit, that was incredible. Wow, what a good instant replay
That's
that was.
fucking that's ridiculous. I hate this game. This game makes me so upset.
Watch it go from like
the motorcycle
like 55 to like 80.
I hope
motorcycle that bad, yeah.
Like that motorcycle level was real hard.
This game gets to me in so many different ways, and none of them are good. The first episode of this went up for us today, and I was like, I'm having a good time, and now that I've played, I'm just like, I hate every second of this.
Would have been easier to use the door?
Why are we listening to this? We don't need to listen to this. Anywho, John, another show called Hunter x Hunter also gets away from power creep because similar to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's not like people like get higher magnitudes of power. It's just they can use this specific power in an interesting way. And often too, like even if you can use essentially how Hunter work is the power system is based around this thing called Nen. And Nen is like, think of it as like chi, where you can like it surrounds your body and you can kind of contain it and manipulate it to do certain things. But the reason why it gets away often from power creep is because like you can't increase your Nen or like anything. You just can learn how to better manipulate it. How the power levels kind of scale in Hunter x Hunter is based around like how well does someone know how to manipulate their Nen and use their special ability called Hatsu. They're pretty much just like one special ability they can kind of use. And that's like the reason why both Hunter x Hunter and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure get away from power creep is because they don't base their problems and issues around...
Did he just slow-mo barrel roll?
He did.
He got hit and he flipped. Oh, I know we've seen this before, but it's still funny. Yeah, and there she is, kidnapped again, like always.
Bye, Elise.
It's like the 5th time she's been kidnapped. Be careful not to get trapped.
So funny. Oh, that's why I said I know I'm gonna have a breakdown when I beat this level, because I knew this was next.
Oh, Silver?
This is the Silver fight for Shadow. I have a breakdown. You know what? Fucking next episode, we're gonna fucking fight this goddamn stupid asshole.
Next episode.
Talk to you later.
To avoid a power creep, you basically have to change the rules in which people fight, so it's not about who's the strongest wins, and putting characters in situations where they have to apply their abilities in different or creative ways to defeat the enemy. So the characters don't really become more they don't have to become more powerful. They just learn how to use the ability more. That's the key.